Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an ASUS laptop. This is an ASUS TUF model FX505D, and in this video I'm going to take you on a step-by-step the correct way how to open it up and how you can access the RAM modules on your laptop and how you can remove and replace them or upgrade them. I made a really short video, and I'll leave that link in the video description, how you can check your maximum RAM capacity for your laptop or PC. Check that link. That video is a 30-second long video, so you can check it out. But just for this specific laptops, we have upgraded them to 32 gig with no problem, without any issue. And 32 gig for this Ryzen 7 is more than enough for gaming and everything else. So just I'll get to these questions quickly because I get lots of questions asking me, people in the comment, can I, after using the RAM, do I need to change any configuration? No. The RAM that you installed, the BIOS will automatically change the RAM and will adjust the RAM speed to whatever it can handle. So it's not it's pretty much plug and play. There's no file. You're not going to lose any files, any configuration, anything like that. It's just pretty much plug and play. Once you install the new RAM in and you power it on, it might take up to 30 seconds before motherboard is start doing a mem check, which is called a memory check. So once you power it on, it might power on and off twice or 3 times. That's normal. Let it go and do its job. After 30 or 40 seconds, you still didn't get anything on the screen, then you might want to power it off, switch the RAM places. Once you switch the RAM places and then power it on, that way the motherboard will be forced to do a mem check, which is called a memory check. And always have the charger plugged in when you power it on, when you change the RAM. All right, with all that said, let's get into it. I'll leave the link for the tools and the compatible RAMs in the video description in case you want to purchase for yourself. All right, so go ahead and power it off, flip it upside down, and for the opening tool and the screwdriver set, I'll be using an iFixit screwdriver set. I purchased myself this basic tool set. From this tool set, we're going to be using a Phillips number 1. If you get the Pro set, then we include you with an opening tools and some tweezers and stuff like that. If not, grab yourself a metallic guitar pick. These metallic guitar picks are really suitable to opening cases and covers. All right. So down here, we're going to see a whole bunch of screws. There are 3 types of screws: the short ones, the long ones, and tiny short ones, and the long ones at the back. So keep them in a separate pile so you know you don't mix match them. So remove the short ones and keep them in a single pile. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking that like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. All right, now let's go ahead and remove these long screws on the side and this side. Left and right, these are the long screws. We're going to activate. We know that the mid one is a short screw, so let's put the short one right in here. All right, and the back one, these are the long screws. These are the same size as this one. Yeah, they're the same long screws. So pretty much there's only 2 types of screws. The long ones, which is the side towards the back, and the short ones is the front towards the mid. Once we remove all the screws, you want to grab your opening tool, in this case, the guitar pick. We want to start from the front end of the laptop because we know that there's a battery and the speaker. There's not much electronics in here. And we want to stick the guitar pick about 1 or 2 millimeters between the palm rest and the bottom cover, just like on this line on the corner. Just squeeze it in there and just want to twist it up and down like this. And you want to hear that click sound. Those are the clips are getting loose. Move the guitar pick slowly, gently from left and right. And once you get to the corner, you want to do the same thing. Go to the corner. And you want to hear those click sound. Those are the clips are getting loosened up. You're not breaking anything. And there we go. Go to the back corner and flip it to the other corner, other sides. I can't even see. I have the camera in front of me. And there we go. I'm twisting it. And I'm gonna go to the. Let me see. I need to see it. So there, and there. Once we did the side and the front, we're gonna grab it from the front end and wiggle it around, and it will release the bottom cover. All right. And right over here, we can see the RAM, two RAM is slot DIMM available right on the middle of the laptop. People always say that, oh, disconnect the battery. You need to disconnect the battery to do the RAM upgrade. Absolutely not. You don't need to disconnect the battery to do RAM upgrade. It's not necessary. Or if you want to ground yourself, just touch the metal covers in here or USB ports. That will ground yourself. Like, but if you want to go ahead and be paranoid and remove the battery connector, put your two fingers on the side of this jack and slide it towards the battery evenly, like that. And that's how the battery will get disconnected. To put it back in, make sure you put it straight in front of the connector and then push it straight towards the jack. All right. I've seen so many people in the comments say that they try to push it in sideways in and it sparked, they made a little spark and now it's not working. So that's what I'm saying. Like, to be on a safe side, try not to disconnect the battery and try not to drop some metallic object on the motherboard. All right. To remove the RAMs, this RAM is already being upgraded by my client. He told me to want to upgrade. Had a 8 gigs in here. So here's his other RAM. He had two 8 gig module for 16 gig. And we are upgraded to an 8 and 16 gig. So he didn't, the RAM price is really too expensive right now, so he only got one 16 gig. To remove it, you want to put those two fingers on these triggers and you want to slide them away from each other, and the RAM will pop out in 45-degree angle. And all you need to do is grab it in 45-degree angle. Don't yank it towards the ceiling, stuff like that. You want to slide it back in 45-degree angle or 35-degree, whatever angle this is right there. You can feel it. It's very easy. Right now I can't. It's not coming in high, and that's too low. Here there's no tension. Just slide it out. So there's one. You remove the other one, same thing. Push away from each other, and the RAM will come out in 45-degree, 35-degree angle and slide it outward. Some RAMs have only one chip on one side, not on both sides. So if yours is single-sided RAM, that's fine, as long as it's the DDR4. So you want to make sure the notch on the RAM here matches the notch right on the DIMM. So if I put it the other way around, let's say I'll flip this one in, it's simply not going to go through because the notches right there, they're not aligning. So there's no way I can fit that one in here. So I flip it over in 35, 45-degree angle, whatever it feels like right in here. I'm going to push it inside the jack until all the connectors are in. I'm going to do the same thing with the new RAM. Bring it down in 45, 35. Let me clean this one a little. In here and then push it down. Once the RAM is in that position, simply you want to push it down. Once I push it down, you're going to see these triggers open and close. Just like that. That's soft click sound. And there we go. If you don't put the RAM all the way in, let's say if I put it halfway through, not like that, and I push it down, no matter how much I press here, it stays open. These latches, they stay open. They make a weird sound, like really unpleasant. So you want to push it all the way through the jack and then towards the motherboard. You want to hear these soft triggers. So you can put 8 gig and 16 gig or mix match them or put 16 and 16 so you have a dual channel activated. All right, once you have the RAM in and you plugged in the battery connector, you want to grab the bottom cover, you want to bring it over, you want to push down the back, the side, make sure you hear those click sounds. And if you see any gaps opening like this, you just want to pinch them together and it will go to its place. Don't forget to put the bottom screws. Remember, the short screw goes in the front end and the one in the mid. And the long screw goes from the side towards the back on all over the place. I will power on the laptop so you guys can see that it does power on with no problem. And we should have about what 24 gig RAM. So let me just, I'll put these screws later on, or just fast forward this part probably. So let's go ahead and power it on. And I'm gonna press F2 so I can go to the BIOS. I don't want to go to the Windows. So keep tapping on F2. I see ASUS logo. And there we go, we are inside the BIOS. And we can see total memory 24 gig, DDR4. And that's it. And this is how you can add, remove, and upgrade your RAM for your ASUS TUF FX505 model. As always, I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.